Good quality sleep is essential for life, and yet many of us neglect its importance. Healthcare workers in particular struggle with getting their proper rest since taking care of people is a 24/7 job. At some point in your career, you will encounter night shift, sleep deprivation, or even insomnia related to life in healthcare. Missing sleep or poor sleeping habits can cause increased anxiety, depression, hormone dysfunction, and can even contribute to diseases like diabetes 2, hypertension, and cardiovascular disease. I know this is a necessary risk we take based on our occupation, but this video is designed to help give you some ideas on how to maximize the rest you do get when you can get it. A good place to start is your mattress. According to the Sleep Foundation, you should replace your mattress every 6 to 8 years. Flipping or rotating your mattress can help lengthen its life, but if your mattress is starting to get saggy or lumpy, it may be time to replace it. There are many different kinds to choose from these days: memory foam, spring, hybrid, all sorts of new materials. When it comes to choosing the firmness of your mattress, consider your weight. The heavier you are, the firmer your mattress needs to be. The Sleep Foundation has an excellent article that points out the difference between firmness and support. Firmness is how much the mattress compresses while the sleeper lays on it, and support qualities of the mattress help maintain proper body alignment, specifically spinal alignment. My husband and I have a purple mattress we got 4 years ago, and we love it. It definitely offers great support. Before we tried a memory foam hybrid that was mail order, it wasn't bad, but if you go this route, make sure you get one with a cooling function because it was very hot. As far as prices, it's a very wide range. Expect a few hundred to even a few $1,000s. The purple mattress we bought at the time was around $1,400. It looks like you can get a similar one for around $1,600 now. And honestly, it was worth every penny. If you're not ready to spring for a whole new mattress, you might want to consider a mattress topper. It's important to understand that if your mattress is completely shot and sagging in the middle, a topper will most likely not do you any good. It can, however, help lengthen an aging mattress or provide you some additional support. Most of the toppers nowadays are made with memory foam, and so make sure you get some type of cooling action. I suggest checking out stores like, let's call them Margaret and Tracy's. The price points are a little different, but both are pretty good quality. While you can shop online, I really do recommend getting out there and, touching things. It's important to see how you like the fabrics and materials that are being used, because when you engage all of your senses, you can ease anxiety and keep grounded. When it comes to dressing your bed, good quality and durable sheets, pillows, and blankets can actually be kind of expensive. You can go as economical or luxurious as you want, just be prepared to make a bit of an investment in your sleep. If you go to shop at Tracy's, please wait for a sale. The good news is there usually always is one right around the corner. As far as what they are made of, my only suggestion is to try to go for more natural fibers and not polyester, which can make you hot and sweaty. Higher thread counts usually mean softer, but not always. These are my favorite sheets, and they're only 300 thread count, but thanks to the bamboo fiber content, they feel very soft and they're very cooling. And like I said, there's usually always a sale. Oh, and please wash those sheets at least once a week. When it comes to picking pillows, consider the position that you sleep in. The most important thing to get out of a pillow is proper neck alignment, and you have to base it off of your position. So, for instance, someone who sleeps on their stomach will need a different type of support and height of a pillow than someone who is a side sleeper. Again, memory foam can come help save the day, but make sure there is some type of cooling function. The same rules that apply to sheets also apply to blankets. Opt for more natural fibers and watch for synthetics both in the shell and the fill. Weighted blankets can also help ease stress, calm the nervous system, and even help with autism spectrum disorders. They come in a variety of weights, and it's suggested that the weight you choose is based off of your own weight. I might give this one a try, and I will be sure to let you guys know how it goes. Now that we've dressed the bed, let's take a look at some of the things we can do to make the room a better environment for sleeping. Now, as you exit night shift, your first keen observation will be that the sun is out. Light can mess with your circadian rhythm and give your brain signals that it's time to wake up. It can also interfere with the body's natural production of melatonin. A sleep mask is a great way to eliminate the disturbance of light. Sleep masks are also much cheaper and more portable than our next recommendation, blackout curtains. Blackout curtains are a great way to eliminate light. They can really make a difference, as you can see with the before and after in this room. Make sure when you pick blackout curtains, you look for dark backing, or at the very least, see if you can get them in a single layer and hold them up to the light before you take them home. They also have the added benefit of keeping the room cooler, which is actually our next recommendation. The ideal room temperature for sleep is about 60 to 68 degrees. According to sleepadvisor.com, sleeping in a cooler temperature can also help reduce stress, help you fall asleep quicker, improve the sleep quality, and increase natural production of melatonin. What was surprising to me is that the increased natural production of melatonin can also aid with weight loss and give anti-aging benefits. Another source of light disturbance is the television. TVs in the bedroom in general are a big no-no, and they can actually disrupt sleep cycles. I know for some people, falling asleep with the TV on is considered soothing, especially if you're alone in the house. So if you're one of those folks that has to have the TV on to sleep, do what works for you. But a few times, give it a try without the TV and see how you feel. Make the bedroom a sanctuary for sleep and sleep alone. Do not work in the bedroom if you can help it. When you work and eat in the bedroom, the mind starts to associate the bedroom with wake time activities. This can make it harder for the body to recognize that it's time to sleep when you go to lay in bed. One of the last things that you can do to create a more soothing environment is to engage your sense of smell by using an essential oil diffuser. The diffusers themselves aren't too expensive, but good quality oils sure can be. And if you're going to try this, it's important to use pure essential oils from companies that don't mix any other additives in. I use doTERRA, which can get pricey depending on what oil you're buying, but cheap oils are not beneficial and can actually be harmful to pets. So it's better to just invest in the good stuff. My two favorite for sleep are lavender and Roman chamomile. Lavender oil has been found to be helpful with anxiety, depression, and improved sleep quality. Roman chamomile actually has a mild sedative effect and can help you fall asleep. Proceed with caution if you have allergies though. What oil you choose really boils down to a personal preference. I do recommend choosing specific oils for sleep and specific oils for waking hours. So with the bed and the environment set, let's talk about some bad habits and how we can develop some good rituals for bedtime. Caffeine is a nurse's best friend, but try to avoid drinking it at least 6 hours before you plan to go to sleep. It's also recommended that you stop heavy eating at least 2 to 4 hours before you intend to fall asleep. Yeah, that was me post every night shift ever. So these are just suggestions, remember. Developing specific bedtime rituals can help give your brain the signal that it is time to sleep. For those of you with kids, you probably use similar techniques like this on them already. But as adults, we can create rituals for bedtime and it can have the same effect. It can be something like making yourself a cup of herbal tea, maybe chamomile, or reading a book, listening to some soothing music. It can be prayer, meditation, yoga, or stretching, something that helps you release tension from your body, but also helps you mentally unload all the things you've carried with you throughout your day. Some people will make plans for their next day, make lists. This can be helpful, but make sure that once you make those lists and you're done planning for the next day, you actually let go of what you're thinking of instead of ruminating and staying awake. Another Another important thing to mention is that you try to put away electronic devices before sleeping, or at the very least, turn them on night shift mode where you're not as exposed to much blue light that tells the brain to wake up. The last thing you may want to try are supplements. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not a prescriber of any kind, so please consult your provider before incorporating any of these into your routine. The first and favorite of mine is magnesium, or specifically magnesium glycinate. Magnesium has been shown to help improve sleep quality, and I always feel way more rested in the morning after I take it at night. The next is ashwagandha, which is an adaptogen. This is probably a word you've heard thrown around a lot lately, and we will talk more about what adaptogens actually are in a future video. But for now, ashwagandha can help you fall asleep and also stay asleep. In fact, I don't always like taking this one because it makes it way harder for me to actually get out of bed in the morning, which is something I usually already struggle with. Then we have good old diphenhydramine. Most people have used this one at least one point or another to help get to sleep, or have even used it in times of high anxiety. If you haven't ever taken it before, it's worth noting that some people actually have the opposite reaction and it can make them very energetic. This is also not one you want to take every day. Personally, I use it off and on during allergy season, and it has the added benefit of not waking up congested. Melatonin is another widely used sleep aid, and there are two different types, short-acting and extended release. The short-acting is what is most frequently used, and I've seen it taken from anywhere from 3 milligrams to 9 milligrams, so you may have to play around to see what dose works for you. This kind of melatonin is good for those who have a hard time getting to sleep. The extended release melatonin is better suited for those who have a hard time staying asleep. I've taken both and I do think they help, but again, just like with the ashwagandha, sometimes it makes it harder for me to actually get up in the morning. For all of these supplements, in general, it is always best to try new supplements and medications the night before a day off in case you oversleep or have some type of adverse reaction. There are so many ways out there to enhance your sleep. Don't worry if none of these work for your particular situation, there's many more to explore. A lot of the information in this video was from the Sleep Foundation, which I highly recommend checking out their website, thesleepfoundation.org, for more in-depth information. If you take nothing else from this video, just don't underestimate or neglect the importance of sleep, even though what we love to do sometimes leaves us with no choice. Leave comments below about what helps you get some rest. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.